Hey everyone, it's Carissa Wiley at sprinkledwithglitter.com. Thanks for joining me today. Today I am sharing 2 card projects featuring some brand new products from Altenew. These are available now over on the Altenew website, and I will have links for everything in the YouTube description below. But I did want to let you know that this video is a part of a video hop that's happening today celebrating this brand new August 2026 release from Altenew. Now, I wanted to quickly flip you through some of the products that are available in this brand new release. Of course, this is not all of the products, but I did kind of want to give you a peek at some of those that are available. And you will find a link below to the full product release so you can check out the other products that are available. But when I tell you this release is full of fabulous, you have to believe me, because look at these products. I mean, come on. Also available in this release is the new double-sided adhesive sheets that are 4¼ by 5½. So these are perfectly sized for an A2 size panel. There's also 3 new families of fresh dye inks, and you know we love our fresh dye inks. There's so many colors to choose from, and I wanted to quickly swatch these out on a piece of cardstock for you so that you could kind of see these in action. So these grays are the Tranquil Reflections Fresh Dye Inks. This is the Highland Flora Fresh Dye Inks. I love these kind of pinky purples here. And of course, all of these come in a 4-color family, but you can buy them individually as well. And finally, we have Vintage Study, and I am going to be using these to create my own custom colored cardstock for today's projects. So again, we have Tranquil Reflections, we have Highland Flora, and Vintage Study. I wanted to show you those swatches again when they were more dry so that you could get a feel for how these inks are going to dry back. Now, I'm going to be including several techniques on these cards today, and the first of those is hot foiling with the Glimmer Hot Foil system. I'll be using the new One Go solid circular sentiments press plate for this, and because this has so much solid area, I allowed this to run through the timer process twice on my Glimmer Hot Foil platform before removing the platform from the base and adding my hot foil along with my smooth white cardstock, and then that thin shim and spacer pad, and running that through my Platinum 6 die cut machine. Now, while those press plates are heating, I like to prepare my hot foil, and I'm doing 2 colors of hot foiling with these today, so I have a variety to choose from. The first one is the Ivory Black hot foil from Altenew. I love this one. It's a nice, deep, dark, rich black, but it gives you the shine that you are looking for from foil. Now, keep in mind, because this is a press plate, I could use this with my Better Press letterpress system instead to create an impression with this press plate. And in that case, I would choose to use inks from my stash to add the color to the press plate before pressing it. Now I'm going to do this again so that I have a variety of sentiments to choose from, and this time I'm using the Champagne Gold foil from Altenew, again allowing that to heat on the Glimmer Hot Foil base before removing the platform and taking that over to my die cut machine. I'll add the foil with the pretty side facing the pretty side of the press plate, add my smooth white cardstock as well as my thin shim and my spacer pad, and then run that through my die cut machine, and you can see I have some beautiful gold sentiments that I can use. Now, because this is from the One Go series from Altenew, this also has a 1-piece die that will die cut all of these sentiments at once. And I love this because it allows me to foil once and have several sentiments for my card projects. These One Go solid sentiments are available in strips and banners, and now these new circles, which I think are so much fun. And you can see I'm die cutting them all at once and setting them to the side. This One Go Solid Sentiment series is designed with a little bit of border around the outside of the die, so you will notice some of that foil left on the cardstock. That's designed on purpose so that you don't have to get it exactly in the right place to have edge-to-edge color on these sentiments. So now I'm going to take some of the Vintage Study inks and I'm going to make my own colored cardstock. I'm using the Parchment Pink to color this first piece of cardstock and a large ink blending brush. And then I'm going to go in with the Coral Dust and color this second piece. I also used the third color in this color family to create a third panel of cardstock, and that allows me to do some die cutting. And for my die cutting for the first card, I'm using the new Let's Scoot layering die set. set. So I have several colors of cardstock here, along with the dies that I need to create this adorable scooter. And I have to tell you, my husband and I just celebrated 25 years of wedded bliss. We actually celebrated in February, but we went on our anniversary trip in July, and we went to a place where these scooters are very prominent. And so I was so inspired. I had to create with this adorable Let's Scoot die set. So I went ahead, cut all those pieces out, followed the directions to assemble it, and you can see I have my adorable scooter. And now I'm using the new Build-A-Garden Softly Sketched Blooms to stamp on this panel of cardstock that measures 4¼ by 5½ inches. I'm using the new Tranquil Reflections Fresh Dye Ink family for this, and I'm using the lightest color, which is called Dove Gray. And I want the floral element to be slightly darker, so I'm doing some double stamping with my Stamp Wheel 2.0. So we have die cutting, we have glimmer hot foil, we have stamping on this card, and now we're gonna do some better press. We're layering all of these techniques to create some really interesting card projects today. So I have that panel that I stamped with the new Softly Sketched Blooms. I'm adhering that to the platen of my Better Press platform here. And then I'm going to ink up this new Canvas Impressions press plate using that Dove Gray. Now, I tried this before and my impression was a little too dark. So I'm doing what you might think of as a stamp off technique. So I've inked this up, quickly pressed a piece of typing paper over the top, and then added my platen to the base before I ran that through my die cut machine. And that gives me a little more soft ink color from this exact same ink pad that I used before. Then I used the nesting arches to die cut that panel because it just reminded me so much to have the florals and that kind of canvas texture for the brick and that archway. It reminded me of like little scenes on little streets and alleyways in Italy, and I thought this was the perfect combination of kind of patterns and textures to kind of evoke that feeling. Now, I also used this same press plate to make an impression on this Misty Morning cardstock, but I didn't ink it up this time. I did add a thin cardstock shim to add a little more pressure, and then I stamped that panel that was impressed with that pattern using that same Softly Sketched Blooms stamp along the edge of that there with that Dove Gray ink. Now I'm adding all of my pieces. I added the arch on with some foam adhesive. My scooter is adhered also with some foam adhesive. That strip of cardstock there was created with that same ink blending technique earlier, but I used the Rosy Terra ink, which is the third color in that vintage Steady Fresh Dye ink series. Now I added my sentiment there with some foam adhesive and finished this off with a few of the Crystal Moonlight sequins from Altenew. I love that perfect little touch of added shine. Now for card number 2, I'm going to use the Art Studio Treasures die set. This is a layering die set, and I used some of the leftover cardstocks and such from earlier to die cut these. And I have all of my little paint tubes, my paint brushes, and that adorable paint palette assembled there. I'm going to add some texture to the Misty Morning cardstock again using that Canvas Impressions press plate and no ink. And then I stamped over the top again with my Softly Sketched Blooms stamp set. I'm kind of giggling because sometimes I think remembering the product names is the hardest part of my job. Not really, but I die cut that using the brand new Nested Rectangles A2 dies from Altenew, a great staple to have in your stash. And now I'm assembling all the pieces on my card front. I did decide to swap out the sentiment for that ivory black foiled version instead, and I added this onto a white card base using some foam adhesive. All of these have some dimension on them because I love that so much. And again, I added a few of the Crystal Moonlight sequins for a little bit of extra shine. And look at this adorable card. I love these images so much. And I love that that paint palette matches the Altenew paint palette. It's a beautiful ceramic palette with a gold edge. So if you want to check that out. Here are my 2 cards today featuring these brand new products from Altenew's August 2026 release. You'll want to check out the entire release, and you're going to want to check out this video hop. So be sure to visit the YouTube description below. I'll have all of the information that you need there, links to the products, as well as information on this video hop, so you don't want to miss that. I want to say thanks so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed these projects and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications here so you don't miss any of my paper crafting, card making, and live stream video tutorials. It is my sincere wish that every time you come here, you find a little joy, a little light, and a little inspiration. And I hope I've given that to you today. Thanks again for joining me. I'm so glad you're here. And until next time, I hope you have a fabulous day. Hey, thanks for sticking around to the very end. You know, if you've made it this far, you are one of my favorites. To subscribe to my channel, go ahead and click the button on the left side of the screen. And here's a couple more video tutorials I thought you might enjoy.